What's going on, everybody? Ron here with Get Phat Food. Welcome to the channel. Just taking a walk here in Golden Gate Park, and just wanted to go through some stuff here talking about food delivery strategy, technique, and pretty much just how to maximize your time and make money doing food delivery. So start going through the first step here. Number one, know your market. Know your market. Whether you're in a rural town or a big city, or even in the middle of the park, you got to know your market. Know where all the busy spots are, hot spots. Number two, know your base pay in your market. So some markets will have like a $2 base pay, $2.50, $3. Just know what it is. Like for here in San Francisco, the base pay on DoorDash is $5. I believe Uber, the base pay is all over the place. So sometimes I've seen $1.50 and sometimes I've seen $3, mostly $3. So you just got to know what you're doing. Need a little exercise. I'm a little fat, so look at these woods. Looks kind of crazy. All right. Next thing is you want to have $1 per mile. So, if you want to be profitable, again, it depends on your market. So if you're in a more rural area, most YouTubers suggest to take at least $1 per mile, if not more. I would say if you want to be profitable, you got to do at least $2 a mile, at least. Sometimes you can get away with $5 per mile. Just depends where you are. If you're in New York City, big cities, the distances will be a little shorter because everything is like compact. Number 4 or 3, I don't know what number we're on anymore. So you got to have $1 per mile. You got to know your market, know your base pay. The fourth one here is to work meal times. What do I mean by that? I mean work breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you want to maximize your pay, breakfast is usually kind of weak, at least that I've noticed. Sometimes, once in a while, it'll be super great. You'll make so much money, but most of the time, breakfast sucks. But you got to be prepared to carry coffee. Think about the stores like Starbucks, Phil's Coffee, your local cafes, coffee spots. So you want to really think about that when you're doing this. Just a little quick update here in the middle of the video. My knees are feeling better. My body's feeling better after I got in an accident, and probably gonna start working again next week. So yeah, looking forward to that. But it has been nice to have a couple weeks off, just recuperating and watching shows and shooting videos. Okay, another great thing to have is multiple apps to make money. Whether you're doing food delivery, grocery delivery, doesn't matter. You just got to make sure you have multiple apps. I do it usually for backup. So in case something goes wrong with my Uber, in case something goes wrong with my DoorDash, I've got other apps to try and make money with. I'm currently signed up with the big 3 food deliveries, which is Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. And I also do, I'm signed up with Instacart, Shipped, although Shipped, the app hasn't let me go through the whole process. And I'm also signed up with Corner Shop. So just have multiple apps to make sure you make money and back up just in case. Have also when things slow down. Okay, so another point is called multi-apping. You probably heard it already, but it's a great way to make the most amount of money and maximize your time and efforts. Also maximizing the mileage you have on your car or whatever vehicle you have, e-bike, whatever. So multi-apping, there's two ways to go about it. There's the safe way and there's the risky way. The risky way makes you more money. Just like in stocks and everything in life, the more risk you take, the more potential you have to make more money. So it just depends on you. I rarely do the risky way, but sometimes I do. But yeah, let me get back to the car. I'm huffing and puffing. There's multi-apping. There's two ways. There's a risky way, the safe way. The safe way is what I recommend. It's doing one trip at a time. And pretty much all you're doing when you're multi-apping like that and you're turning all of the apps on is just to maximize your earnings. So, and it's also a way that you're not just sitting there bored waiting for an order. You gotta have all the apps on and then just take the best one and pause everything else. And then, but yeah, if you're willing to risk it, and what I mean by risk for the other ones, the risky way is you can get a contract violation on DoorDash. You can get bad ratings. You can get, because multi-apping, taking multiple orders at the same time is from different apps is risky. It's definitely risky. It's a lot easier to just focus on one app. And a lot of times during busy times, there's the apps will stack orders for you. So like Uber Eats will give you 2 orders from the same pickup place to go into 2 different drop-offs. And essentially multi-apping is doing the same thing. It's you're just stacking orders and then you're dropping off in the same direction. That's all it is. But yeah, it is risky. So just be careful with that. Get a little more experience under your belt. Like I said, I don't even do it all the time. Sometimes I just stick with one app. Well, I turn on all the apps, but some days DoorDash will give me more orders, and I notice it. And then other days Uber Eats will be the breadwinner. That's the one that's giving me more orders that day. So it just depends. You need to learn what offers to take. And I kind of went into this a little bit when I was explaining multi-apping, but you got to learn what orders to take. So in my market here in San Francisco, it's great to have a $10 order that goes 2 miles. It's great, right? But sometimes you got to be willing to take the lowball offers, the ones that only have $1, $2 tip, $7, because sometimes it's great if you get these, but you don't get these all the time. But like I said, you'll get like a $7 1 mile. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, you just got to learn you just got to get out there and learn. But sometimes, let's say it's not mealtime. Let's say it's in between lunch and dinner. So like around 2, 3 p.m. And then you get like a $5 on Uber Eats, a $5 1 mile order. Would you take it during that slow time? I know that it's going to be slow. It's going to be hard to get good orders. I would take it. So you just got to gauge what you're, you got to gauge. And that's why I say you got to know your market. You got to gauge what to do, because I know even during that slow time, I won't take a $5 DoorDash order. Why? Because I know my base pay is $5, right? But I know Uber Eats is only like $3 base pay where I'm at. So if it's a $5 order going like a mile and it's during a slow time, I'll take it just to make money if I'm still working that time. So you really just, the number one thing is to know your market. You got to know where you're at. If you're, like I said, if you're like in a more rural area, like I'm from Bakersfield, California, which is like Central Valley. Like it's not very busy, not very, you know, so it's more rural. And if I worked over there, a $10 6 mile, I would probably do. Why? Number one, there's not as much traffic as a big city. Number two, that would only take me about 10 minutes to do. So you just got to factor in all these things. So hopefully my tips and tricks, for food delivery helps you guys. I know I didn't say anything about grocery delivery too much because I don't really do it. Like I said, I have those on the back burner just in case I need to. I can use them to make money. Let me know your guys' techniques, food delivery strategy in the comments below. Yeah, it's really just gauging and knowing your market. It's as long as you have like a certain thing, then you can figure it out. Thanks again for watching. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, smash the like button. I really appreciate it. And watch my other videos. This channel is all about food, so I do some eating videos. I have a couple cooking videos, and obviously I got food delivery. So this is what I do for a living. Hopefully I can get back on the road, you guys. My knees are feeling about 60% better. So there's still like, I'm still having a hard time. There's some like numbness to it. So I'm having a hard time like moving with it, but it's getting better. So anyways, you guys, thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Let's keep on hustling. Peace.